All right, welcome to Legs Day here in beautiful Albania. Today we're going to be doing lower body, and what we're going to need today is we're going to need a chair, as you can see I have here, and we're also going to need a set of bands because we're going to use these to get started, but we're also going to need our ball kit. So let me grab that real quick. As we go through today, you're going to need a spiky ball, and you're going to need a small ball, like a golf ball, and a spiky ball, and a lacrosse ball. So uh, here I have a golf ball, so we're going to use that golf ball. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step on it, and I'm going to roll my feet to start. We're going to do that for 1 minute, just to get the feet warmed up. Just like so, we're going to go ahead and roll through there. As you can see, it is a beautiful day seaside here from the patio. So that is Durrës Beach out there behind me. And this is my patio. Yet again, I would like to point out that you can train anywhere, anytime. That's the whole point of the functional movement method, of the human movement method system, is that we should be able to find a place to train kind of anywhere, under any condition, with minimal equipment. So today we're going to be using bands and a chair and a space about the size of a large yoga mat, which you should never really need much more than that. It's really funny, actually. If you look at Mike Tyson, this isn't funny, but it's funny. If you look at Mike Tyson before he went to prison, and you look at Mike Tyson after he went to prison, he came out of prison significantly better built than when he went in. Switch sides. We're going to switch feet. And to be perfectly honest, that just shows what having the capacity to focus time on your conditioning and get adequate rest. Even if you don't have the best nutrition, I'm going to say ramen and prison food is probably not the best nutrition, but it does allow for people to recover and build mass for sure. And even with high repetition bodyweight exercises, you can put on significant, well, I'm not going to say significant, but functional muscle. Significant muscle, you're looking at bodybuilding, and we're not really talking about bodybuilding. I've pointed that out recently in multiple videos. This is not a bodybuilding system. What the average person needs is general physical preparedness or general physical conditioning, not specific physical conditioning. Boxing is specific physical conditioning. But if you spend a lot of time working on your general physical conditioning or your general physical preparedness, you're going to find that specialized pursuits are much, much easier, and you're much less prone to injury because your general level is better. Now I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to roll on the glutes. Now in this case, I'm going to use the wall here. So I'm going to place the ball between the wall and my glute, and I'm going to roll on there with my feet slightly staggered. We're going to do that for a minute just to warm up the hips. And we're going to take the time to enjoy this scenery. It's unfortunate you can't actually see the scenery, but while you're rolling your glute, I will show you what we're looking at here. This is the view of Durrës Beach. It's very nice, and that down there is the street view. You can see just how my little neighborhood looks here. I love it here. It's a really, really beautiful place. If you ever get a chance to visit, you should. So keep rolling that glute. We're going to roll through there. I had to share the view. It was important to the process. And switch glutes. Like I said, this is pretty low effort social media production on my part. I was recently doing a bunch of research on how much it takes to produce like high quality professional videos. And, if you see clients and that's how you make a living, producing high quality cutscenes and title videos, and it takes a lot. just having like an editor, I think, is around like about $1,000 a month to produce regular content, which they deserve that money. Don't get me wrong, but you know, you either have to charge more as a content creator to your clients, your specific clients. The cost gets passed on to them, or you have to do more volume, which if you do more volume but don't necessarily, uh, you know, uh, get something back for doing more volume, you're just working more for the same outcome. So I've settled on minimal viable product, and what you're seeing here is minimal viable product. All right, we're done with that. And in this case, minimal viable product is beautiful view and well-fitting video. So what we're going to do to start off today is we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to start by, we're going to take our chair, we're going to set it up against the wall, and we're going to make sure that it doesn't move too much. From here, what I want to do is I want to take a small, I'm going to start with my calves up against the chair. I'm going to take a small step forward, like so. I'm going to take my back foot, and I'm going to place it up on the chair. Now, if you have a difficult time with balance, you can use a stick like this to help you with what this is called a Bulgarian split squat. So I'm going to lower down and come back up. If I feel like my knee is going to wobble when I do this, I can use the stick to help. And it's always going to be in the opposite hand of the foot that's forward. So if I have this foot forward, it's going to be in this hand, like so. But I want to make sure my knee stays behind my toes and stays over my toes when I do this. But what we're going to do is we're going to start by doing 8 to 12 repetitions of basic Bulgarian split squats. So I'm actually going to put this here so I've got more of an alleyway. So I'm going to start with my calves up against here. I'm going to take a full step. I'm going to set my back foot on there. The majority of my weight is on the front foot. I'm going to lower down and come back up. 1, lower down, come back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I'm going to switch and do the other side. Set that foot up there. I'm going to sit the hips back, coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. Take a little break. We're going to take a 45-second rest. Now, if you're like me and your chair is ridiculously uncomfortable on the top of your foot, you may want to take something cushy like a towel or something and drape it over the edge like that. That can make it more comfortable. I've got, I don't know if you can see, but there's marks on the top of my feet from this hard plastic wicker formation, so I don't really want to do that again. It was actually screwing up my form a little bit. Probably shouldn't have gone the whole set like that. All right, we're going to start in about 15 seconds. We're going to go for number 2. Make sure that you have water on hand. I'm not sure what the temperature is here, but it's much better in the shade than it is in the sun. Take a big step forward. We're going to prop that foot up. And we're going to sit back. Oh, that towel makes it so much better. And I'm going to come up. 1, 2, huge difference. You can even see it in my form. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. Take a break. Let's see how the framing looks. Pretty good. All right, we're going to do one more of those, and then we'll change up. Enjoy. I do. It's really nice. So when we're doing leg work, pay close attention to your ankles and your knees. Your foot stability and ankle stability heavily influences your knee stability. So pay really close attention to that, particularly when doing Bulgarian split squats. They can be challenging for some people. All right, let's take a big step. Particularly if you have issues with that, let me know because I can help you with that. But in the basics, and this is a basic, I should be able to have control over the arch of my foot so that my knee goes over my toes. 1, 2. I don't need to make it more challenging than this. 3 if I'm having a hard time with that. 4. And don't worry, we're going to make it more challenging. 5. So don't need to worry about that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, when I'm here, there's a street dog I take care of. His name is Yaki. He lives outside. He doesn't live in my apartment. 1, but whenever I come back. 2, he always runs to see me. That's so sweet. I came in last night. 3, I caught him on the corner of the block. 4, and he came running over. He's got a happy face. 5, 6, kind of like a husky looking kind of dog, or like a cross between like a husky and like a Shiba Inu. I think that's 9. 10 feels like 9. 11, one more. 12, good. All right, take a little break. Now, we're going to pick some kind of band here. So in my case, I'm thinking today I'd like to go with my 1-inch thick band, which for most of you is black, but for the kit that I got here in Albania, it happens to be maroon. These are not uniform colors in the world, so I tend to go by size. So for me, this is the 3rd size up, about as thick as my thumb. You get the idea. So I'm going to set this off to the side. We'll come back to that in a little bit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to loop it across me like a bandolier, like so. And what I'm going to do is step on that with my feet wide, like this, so that the band is going in the direction of that foot. I'm going to bend that knee and push into the band. You know what? That's not very strong. So we're going to try something a little different. Forget that. Don't do that. We're going to do this instead. We're going to fold it in half. And we're going to use this hand here so that when we come down into it, it releases. But as we come up, we have something to push into. Come down, come up. I take it back. That's not good either. We're not doing either of these. Forget that. I'm making this up as I go. I don't like that one. 2 hands. We're going to place it around the foot. You're going to use a very light band. You're going to bring this up in front, like so, like I'm doing a goblet squat, but single-sided. I'm going to lower and come up. 1, keeping the knee over the toe. 2, 3, 4. We're settling on this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and switch feet. Go to the other side. So same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Take a little break. When we're doing single legs like this, you'll notice it takes longer. As I like to say, my leg's doing 12 repetitions, but my heart's doing 24 repetitions, and that makes a big difference. Now with this too, you'll notice I'm keeping my elbows squeezed in, and I started holding it like this instead of like this. I found this uncomfortable, which I haven't always, so for whatever reason it was bothering me today. So I grabbed it, I had these in the center, and I was holding it in tight like this. All right, we're going to start again in about 5 seconds. We're going to do 2 more sets. All right, good. Starting in 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Switch to the other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1. Now you don't have to use a band too if you don't want to. 3, 4. You could do this without a band. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Take a little break. 1 more to go. Now, one of the reasons we do single-sided leg work is because it emphasizes balance and coordination, but also because it allows us to load the leg heavier than if we double load it, even with body weight. So if I do a body weight squat, your standard body weight squat, that's my whole body weight. Well, I double that when I do a single leg variation. And like I said, it's more work on the heart. So it just depends. But I'm going to change direction on this one. We're going to start in 3, 2, and I always go with my weaker leg first, the one I have a hard time balancing with or feels weaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. We're going to go ahead and switch to the other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and take that. We're going to switch over now to, I'm going to use, again, this 1-inch thick band. I'm pretty comfortable with that. But if this is your first time doing this particular variation, I would recommend either the small one or the one just above it. Super light, light, medium, heavy. Super light or light because this is a hinge exercise. But we're doing a variation known as a Zercher style. And Zercher is any time that the bar or the resistance is linked in your elbow. So I call this an X-band Zercher Romanian deadlift. If that's not confusing enough, I'm going to now take the band as it is in a circle and I'm going to twist it so it makes a little figure 8 like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step into one loop and step into the other loop. Now you'll see when I've got it like that, I make these little X's. From there, keeping my feet hip width apart, I'm going to put my band around my elbow like this. So my elbows basically touch my knees. My back's nice and flat. And I'm going to drive my hips forward and squeeze my glutes. And then slowly lower and come back up for 2, 3, just like so. So it's all happening in the back of my legs and hips. So we're going to do 12 of these. Go ahead and get set. And I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hinge, pushing my butt back, keeping my shins straight up and down. Come up, squeeze. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like so. Then I'm going to let it down and I'm good. We're going to take 45 seconds off. We're going to do that 2 more times. So I should be feeling it in my glutes, my back, and my hamstrings. When I hinge, my shins stay straight up and down, and my butt goes backward like that. And so my chest comes forward, but not because I'm coming over my toes like this, where my head's way past my toes, but because my butt is going backward, and now my chest is right over my feet like that. So we're going to get set for number 2. So we've got plenty of time to get these in. We're going to bring it up. Bring it up. We're going to come up, squeeze, and we're going to start from the top, starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to lower, come back up. 1, I want my feet about hip width apart. 2, 3, see, I want to keep my back nice and straight. 4, I want to keep my shoulder blades back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just like so. Let it down. Great job. We're going to do 1 more. Let's take a look at time. Good, we're doing great. Great for time. Step into the band. Get set. We're going to bring this up, loop it up, loop it up. Now my butt's back, my shins are straight up and down, my chest is pointed down. I'm going to come up by squeezing my glutes, and I'm going to repeat this action 12 times. I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. Set it down. All right. Very good. Now, if you were using the extra lighter light band, you're now going to move up 1. And I'm going to move up to the purple one. And what we're going to do for the last set of the workout is we're going to take this, we're going to step on it nice and wide. And what we're going to do is bring it up to our shoulders like this. And I'm going to have my hands up in front with my hands touching just above my ears. I'm going to squat down and come up, holding this up. This is a front squat. So I'm holding this front position with my elbows forward, not down. Zercher is down here. With the band up, where my hands touch my head, and the band is over the front of my deltoids, that's going to be a front squat. So we're going to pick the band up. We're going to bring it up into that position. Whoop. Up into that position. We're going to drive the knees out and come up. 1, 2, 3. Keeping the chest up. 4, 5, 6. Keeping the core tight. 7. Keeping the glutes tight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Now, I apologize if that was hitting the mic. We're going to do 2 more, just like that. As you can see, it is warm here. It's probably warm where you are too, but I've got a nice breeze going, and I'm in the shade, so it's bearable. But better than snow, said the guy from southeastern Michigan. So, better than snow. I don't hate snow. I actually really like seasons. But snow doesn't happen here in Albania. It's the weather here is kind of like San Diego, but slightly more extreme. Meaning like hotter and colder, slightly. But I don't think I ever saw it freeze over the winter here. All right, here we go. Bring it up. Oh, sorry. Bring it up to the shoulders. Stand up. The other way you can hold it if you don't want to hold it here is you can cross your arms over the front and hold it like this. We'll see if that keeps it off the mic this time. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Set it down. 1 more of those to go. I like that. Having it there, it didn't hit the mic as much, I think. Which, you probably have less mic concerns than I do. But you may find one variation more comfortable than the other. The key is that the elbows stay up and the shoulders stay engaged. At the end of the day, that's what matters. And we're going to start in 15 seconds for the last set. And then you're free. Free as a barn swallow. You don't have to do this with me anymore. Tomorrow's mobility. So probably won't even be outside tomorrow, because mobility is harder to do on the ground. All right. We're going to bring it up 1 more time. And have it right up in front. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. 1, Hold on. That's going to come up and snap me in the butt. 2, there we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Bring it down. Awesome job. All right. We have succeeded yet again at a full 30-minute workout. Let's see, where are we at on time? Perfect. So, good job today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below or leave them in the community chat. And I will see you guys tomorrow for mobility.